Insight. The first ever series to analyze the unexplored aspects and issues of Carnatic music. Kalavati Kamalasana Yuvati Kalavati Kamalasana Yuvati Kalavati Kamalasana Yuvati Kalyanam Kalayatu Saraswati Kalavati Kamalasana Yuvati. Bala bala mantrana rupini bharati matrika sharirini malali vidarini vagvani madhukaraveni vidapani kalavati kamalasana yuvati kalyanam Kalayatu Saraswati Kalavati Sarajotsna Shubrakara Shashivadana Kashmira Vihara Vara Sharada Parakushadhara Varada Abhaya Pasa Pustaka Kara Surachita Padam Puja Shobhana Shweta Pankaja Sana Suradana Murari Guru Guharadaya Rajani Murari Srusha Niranjani Kalavati Kamalasana Yuvati Kalyanam Kalayatu Saraswati Kalavati Kamalasana Yuvati. Dear Rasikas, welcome to the 16th episode of our Insight series. In the previous episodes, I had talked about what a composition is, that is, what are its components. Then in the previous episode, we had discussed about the first composition that we encounter, which is the Geetam, where you see that the Raga, Thala, lyrics, all the three combine together to give us a form called the Geetam. I'd also make a mention that the Geetam is one of the most simplest of forms in comparison to other forms like Varnam or the Kriti. While I was making a mention of this, I had also said that the Geetams make use of minimal Gamakas. And after hearing this episode, there were a few questions to me about what do you really mean by a Gamaka? What do you mean by a minimal Gamaka or a heavy Gamaka? What are the types of Gamaka and so on? So I thought I will just take a slight diversion here before I move on to the other compositional forms and try to detail to you what the Gamakas are actually. This will also help in the better understanding of the other compositional forms because of the fact that more than the notes, it is the Gamakas which actually determine the contour and the color of the ragam, and it is also the Gamakam which gives each composition its typical structure. So again, I would like to reiterate the fact that just by saying that a ragam takes an antara gandharam or a shuddha madhyam or the shuddha daivatam, that does not really give us a detailed picture of the character of the ragam. Here again, reiterating the fact that everything is all about the soundscape, in the sense that though technically we may say that this ragam takes the shuddha rishabha, the antara gandhara and so on, how each note is oscillated through the medium of the gamakam is what gives the ragam its typical character. Now, imagine a ragam without any gamakam. How would it sound? When we are talking also, we see that expression is very, very important. Now, if I just tell you, oh, this looks so beautiful, I don't like the way you behave, there is absolutely no emotion here, so you would really not know whether I'm being very happy about something or sad about something. Now, the same thing if I say, oh, this looks so beautiful, or if I say, I really don't like the way you are behaving, then you automatically understand from the tone what I'm trying to depict. So in the same way, I would like to say that the gamakas are something which really give expression to the notes. That's the first thing. Secondly, also the fact that gamakas give life to the ragam. What do I mean by this? When we are having a scale, for example, if you take Shankarabharanam, if I would always make a mention about a scale and a ragam, people really sometimes don't make this discrimination. What I call a Shankarabharanam scale without a life, I'll show to you. Sa ri ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. Now if I am going to create a picture with this, a swara picture, in the scale mode it will be like pa ma ga ri ga ma pa da ni ni da da pa pa ma ga ri ga ma pa da ni da pa ma ga ri ga pa ma ga da pa ga ni da ni pa da ma pa ga ma ri ga sa ri sa. Now the same Shankarabharanam, if it is transformed into the raga with the respective gamakas, it starts bubbling with life actually. You see the same swaras. Now I am going to put the concerned gamakas and show you. See how beautiful and vibrant it becomes. Ga ga ma ga 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 ma ga ga ri 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 sa ri sa 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 ri sa ni 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 sa ri ga ma ga 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 ma ga ga ma pa ma ga ma pa da pa ma ga ma pa da ni da pa ma ga. Now let me accelerate the speed and show you some more patterns. Ga ga ma ga 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 ma ga re sa ni re ga ma ga 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 ma ga ri sa sa ri sa sa ri sa sa ri ga ga ma ga ma pa ma pa da pa ma ba da pa ma ba da pa ma ba da da pa da pa ma ga ma pa ma ga ma pa da ma ga ma pa da ni da pa ma ga ma pa da ni pa da ni sa 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 ni sa ri sa ni ni sa ri sa ni sa ri sa ni sa ri ga ma ga ri sa ni sa ri ga ma pa ma ga ri sa ni sa pa ma ga ri sa ni sa ga ri sa ni da sa ni da pa ni da pa ma ga ri ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga ri ga ma pa da pa ma ga ri ga ma ga ri sa ni. So here you saw that when the correct kind of a gamakam is applied to the ragam, it starts becoming so beautiful, so dynamic, so vibrant. Now, for a Rasika also, I would say that it is not very easy to understand and assimilate the Gamakas just one fine morning. There again, it calls for a lot of intent listening. You have to really listen to it in a very, very intent manner in order to understand how the Gamakam, how the notes along with the Gamakam move here to get that full aesthetic experience, the Rasanubhava, I would say. The next point again here is that though a ragam itself may take a particular note, it's not that always it will have the same kind of a gamakam, in the sense that the context determines what kind of a gamakam will be applied to that particular note. Let us take the example of Saveri here, the Madhyama of Saveri. According to the notes with which it combines, you see that the gamakam's nature also changes. So which also implies the fact that though a particular ragam, theoretically we may say so many things and say that this is Shuddha Madhyamam. But see how the Shuddha Madhyamam itself has got a vast kind of a dimension within one ragam itself, Saveri. The Arona Arna, of course, is Sari Ma Pada Sa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. Within the Arona and the Avarona itself, see how the Madhyama's Gamaka is oscillated in two different ways. Then there are other ways also of handling the Gamaka for the Shuddha Madhyamam. Simply in the Arohana, Sari Ma Re, where the starting point of that Gamaka for Ma, though it is Ma, its starting point is Ma Sari Ma. The Rishabha becomes actually the starting point for that Madhyama. When it's coming back as the Avarohana, Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa, very closely you listen. Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa, where actually most of the Madhyama is lying on the Pa, which means that the Pa is actually the most important. Suppose you take 100% for Shuddha Madhyama, you would see that 75% of that Madhyama is actually lying on the Pa. Now another way of looking at the Madhyama in the same Saveri without the Panchama, Sari Ma Dha Ni Da Ma Ga Re, Sari Ma Ri Ma Da Ma Da Pa Ma. So here again, very interestingly, the Pa becomes a very, very close thing for it. When the Pa is there, then the Ma actually clings to the Pa. But when the Pa is out of the scene, you see that it takes a different dimension. Again, let's look at it. Pa Ma Ga Re Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sari Ma, where the within that Madhyama you are also able to hear the Panchama's Anuswaram. Coming back to the same phrase without the Pa, Sari Ma Da, where it's interestingly you see that when the Pa is out of the scene, the Ma automatically jumps to the Daivata without the Pa coming into the scene at all. So this is what I wanted to show you. In another important ragam, Todi, of course all of you are very well aware, we will be showing it also sometime later. I would love to show in fact that beautiful composition Gajavadana in Todi, where it is said that the Gandhara, though it is said that it is only Sadharana Gandhara in Todi, there are 10 ways or 10 Gamakas that have been employed in that Gandhara to give you 10 dimensions of Gandhara. So you see that technically here again, Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. Technically if I want to say these are the notes, then you would never say, oh, What do you mean by this? Is this Todi? Again, I would say that this is the scale of Todi, where sa re ga ma ma pa ma ga. That ga, you see, is raised. Sa re ga ma. In another phrase, ma ga re sa. Sa re ga re sa. So another point which also comes here in the Gamakam is that when by itself it is not rhythming the Gamaka, the Swara in the context of the other notes. Ma pa ma ga sa re ga re sa. So this is again another important point where from the Rasika's point, I always, as I mentioned, what I'm talking here is from the soundscape that the Rasika recognizes. Here, if I'm going to tell you there are Dashavida Gamakas and the technical names, I'm sure that all this is not going to really make much of a difference in the listening process. But if you're going to try and define the whole thing through the soundscape and show you how one falls from the other or another thing. Finally, I would also like to share here that the Gamakas actually create a beautiful illusion for the Swaram. That illusion is what adds beauty to Carnatic music itself, in the sense that many times we pronounce a Swara, but actually that Swara is not there at all in that. This is very, very interesting to study. I'll give you one example of Ananda Bhairavi, where we say sa ga ri ga ma pa da pa sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. That's fine. In the Arohana, sa ga ri ga ma pa da pa, though we are uttering sa, is pa pa ni pa. Actually, Nishadam is not there in the Arohana at all. But then the dha, if you take it and amplify it and write the notation, the descriptive notation, you will see that it is pa da pa 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 ni pa. That is what is the Anuswaram there. So this is again, you would say that grammatically what is this? But that is again the beauty, the aesthetic beauty, the illusionary beauty, I would say. Just one more example I would like to share with you. Sri Ragam, where the Avarohana says sa ni pa ma ri ga ri sa. Though you are saying ga, ri ga, the ga is actually standing on the Rishabha. That is again a beautiful illusion, but that illusion is what gives Sri Ragam its identity, in the sense that sa ni pa ma ri ga ri sa. If I do that in a harsh way, push it across, that will not make it Sri Raga. The gentle way of pushing that Gandhara from the Rishabha is what gives the beauty. Pa ma ri ga ri sa sa ni pa ma ri ga ri sa yendaro magano. Here the same Gandharam, as I said in one of my earlier episodes also, I'd like to repeat here for the context portion of it. Sa ni pa ma ga ri sa, same Gandhara, sa ni pa ma ga ri sa. When I handle it as pa ma ga ri sa, it becomes Mani Rangu. So this is the basic elements of Gamakas that I have shared here. I will now be in the next episode trying to make a more detailed account of it, because ultimately when a Rasika tries to enjoy a ragam, you should understand that you are not just enjoying the ragam, you are actually enjoying the Gamakas which are going into the ragam. Just by saying that this note, this note, this note doesn't make a ragam at all. You are actually enjoying the intricacies between the notes, which we call as the Gamakams. With this, we come to the conclusion of this episode of our Insight series. If you do have any questions or feedback, do feel free to email to us or even WhatsApp to me. And I'm also very happy to share that many people have been asking questions, and this is what really motivates us, in the sense that I know that you are listening intently. Thank you very much. Namaskaram.